Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GMAT. We have been solving GMAT math problems out of this book here, GMAT Review, the official guide, 13th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase it immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we are about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 276. Page 276, and today is our lesson number 28. Let's turn to page 276, problem number 22. In problem 22, they tell us that Mary went on a trip, and we are told that she drove 50 miles. And the question simply is, what was the average speed during her journey? Well, in order to find the average speed, we need the total amount of time she took. Somehow, some way, we have to figure out the total amount of time she took for the journey, and if we can find that out, then we can figure out her average speed. Because we know how much she drove 50 miles an hour. She drove altogether 50 miles. If we can figure out how much time she took, we can divide the distance by the time and we'll have our speed that we're looking for. Let's look at the first statement, see if there is any way of figuring out the total amount of time based on this statement, based on the information that they give us in the first statement. In the first statement, they tell us that she drove first 30 miles at 60 miles per hour. Well, that makes it easy. 60 miles per hour is a mile a minute. 60 miles per hour is then 60 miles per 60 minutes. So 30 miles will take 30 minutes. So this implies that this part of the journey took 30 minutes. And then they go on to tell us that the remaining 20 miles at 50 miles per hour. Again, 20 miles at 50 miles per hour, it is possible to figure out the amount of time it took for the second leg of the journey, and we have the time for the first leg of the journey. So we have the total time, which is what we were looking for. We're not going to actually figure it out because it's not necessary. I did the first part because it was too simple. I did the first part because I couldn't resist it. It was too simple. 60 miles an hour, 60 miles per hour, 30 miles should take half an hour. So we do have enough information here to figure out the total amount of time that this journey will take for the first leg of journey and for the first leg of the journey and the second leg of the journey. Statement number 1 does provide us sufficient information to answer the question, or to be more precise, to be able to answer the question. The question being, what is her average speed? A, D, B, C, E. Since the first statement works, the answer cannot be B, C, or E. It's got to be either A or a D. Let's look at the second part. In the second statement, they tell us, number 22. She drove for a total of 54 minutes. What the hell? She drove for 54 minutes. So here they don't mince any words here. They tell you outright, point blank, blatantly, that it's exactly 54 minutes, which is exactly what we need. We want the total amount of time. If we have the total amount of time, we know the total amount of distance. We can divide the distance by the time, and we'll have our average speed. So clearly, second statement is also enough. So in this case, the answer is D. Answer is D. That's it, we're done. What I'm about to do now is just out of curiosity, is purely for the learning purposes, is purely for the academic purposes. As far as the exam is concerned, we are done. The answer is D. What I want to find out is the amount of time it takes to travel 20 miles at 50 miles an hour, and see if the total amount of time here is the same as that one. Shall we? Let's do it here. 20 miles at 50 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour is same as 50 miles in 60 minutes. If you're going 50 miles in 60 minutes, then 1 mile should take 60 over 50, or 6/5 of a minute. 1 mile should take you 6/5 of a minute. Therefore, 20 miles will take 20 times that amount, 6 over 5 times 20. 6 over 5 times 20, as you clearly see, 20 cancels out with 5, leaving us with 6 times 4, which is 24. 24 minutes. So as we can see, the second leg of the journey takes 24 minutes. The first leg of the journey takes 30 minutes. 30 plus 24 is exactly the same amount of time that they give us in the second statement. They never contradict each other. They always substantiate each other. They always support each other. Whatever you're going to find in the first statement, you should not find anything different in the second statement. If Michael turns out to be 7-year-old based on the information on the first statement, he better not be 70-year-old when you do the work based on the information in the second statement. And if you do, something is going awry, something is going cuckoo. You made a mistake. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye now.